After this tutorial, you will draw the maps like this. This tutorial team is the winner of the last voting. Thank you everybody for the votes. Important note. I need to say that the tilemaps are not intuitive in the Godot 3, but take a note that they will be improved with Godot 4, but for now let's use what we have. And I need to say that we already have a very powerful tool. This video is sliced into two parts. Fast solution. How does it work? Okay, let's go. Here we have a very basic project. The size of the window is 640 by 340 pixels, so the 32 by 32 tilemaps will be fine. Let's create a new scene. For example, name it ground tilemap. Next, add a tilemap node. By default, we have the 64 by 64 pixels per cell. We can change this going to the cell and change the size. For example, 32 by 32. Now we need to add a new tile set. Click it. And we can add a new tilemap by clicking this icon. I prepared the PNG file earlier. Don't worry if you don't understand this picture. Like old Chinese master told, everything was hard until become easy. You can zoom in by holding the Ctrl button and move your mouse wheel. Now let's add a new Autotile, enable snap and show grid, and now just select the area with the tile map. The next step is to set up the bit mask for this Autotile. To do this, let's go to the selected tile. In the Autotile bit mask, let's select 3 by 3 minimal. Now go to the bit mask and fulfill the tilemap. Left click to draw and right to erase it. In general, now we show the engine how to draw our tilemap. You can notice that I don't touch the corners. After this setup, we can just draw the map.
Magic.
Remember that you can download this project from my GitHub page. The link is on the description. Part 2. Let's talk about that logic. I'm not sure how to explain it using words, so I will just show it. Ta-da! Here you have the same tilemap, but now you can see bitmap from the Autotile. The trick is to set up your tilemap with a good bitmap to predict all possibilities. The engine will detect the tiles which are colliding, and it will search for the tile using this method. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you didn't, and it's time for a little bonus. Let's add a collisions to this tile set. Let's go to the tile set, click the tile map, click the region, go to the collisions, you can zoom in, and now click this little new rectangle, click this, and do this for each tile. Yup, that can take a while. In the meantime, I have a little riddle for you. How do you get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut. Now let's add the names for the layers. Go to the project settings, in the layers names here. Go to the 2D physics, and the first will be the player and the second will be the environment. Now let's go to our tilemap, go to the collisions and set up the layer for the environment, and the mask will be none, because the mask is for what the environment see and the layer what it is. So now the environment see nothing, but the player will see the environment. So let's do this. But we need a player. Let's add a new scene. It will be the player scene. It will be rigidbody 2D. Let's name it player. We need to add a collision shape 2D, and also we can add a sprite. This sprite can be our icon PNG, beautiful icon. And now add a collision shape. It will be a rectangle and we need to resize it. We also need to set up the collisions for the player. So go to the player, the collisions, and the layer will be the player, and the mask will be the environment. So the player can see the environment. Now we can test the collisions. Let's create a new scene. It will be the test level. It can be the 2D scene. And now let's just add the player and the Tilemap. Zoom out. Let's move the player somewhere here. Also do the test level as main and test it. And you can see the icon was colliding with the tileset and run out. And that will be everything for this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you on the next video. Bye!